Shalom everybody, once again Daniel here, One Love Caravan, and still in the European administration and the Iberian Peninsula in the province of Malaga in the area of Teba. And here we had, after the rain, everything flooded. And it's very important to people to understand, yeah, that this management, yes, here in Europe, so-called Europe, it is designed to destroy everything. Like these infrastructures, they're designed, these cart houses, it is the contaminating our rivers and all this, damming water, etc. And it's all by design. So why are they doing that? So again, because they have colonized the world out of Europe, yes, and everyone needs water, everyone needs food, everyone needs housing, yeah, and we have some basic needs. You see, like this is the very historical things here, yeah. We have the castle of the star there, and we have this megalithic structures everywhere over there with watermarks, with like you have temples out of megaliths and everywhere, and many sites they're not accessible because they flooded. They flood, like there is a thing in Sudan, it's called the Aswan High Dam, yeah, we will talk more about that. But the Aswan High Dam, it is built by the Western archaeologists, yes, to hide the true valley of the kings, yeah. So again, because they would hide that the Egyptian culture comes out of Nubia, yeah. Nowadays we know that the Egyptian culture come out of Nubia, come out of Kush, come out of that there was black people who bring the civilization to all over the world, okay. So these racist people 800 years ago, they could not they were very jealous. Again, that's why they had to conquer this Iberian Peninsula, and they rewrite the history. Yeah, that's why we have here these crazy stories about, you know, Vasco da Gama and how does it call all these people? You know, this Spanish and Portuguese, like Colombo, like, you know. All these people who supposedly discovered something, but they never discovered nothing, yeah, that we know nowadays, yeah, because we have to prove that the Vikings or Basque people or from the Mali Empire or wherever you want, people have been there before, yeah. It's just the fact that you had people everywhere living in the world, for example in the Pacific Ocean, yeah, in every island, the people living, how they went there, yeah, with boats. Yeah, it's normal that people, they go around the world with boats, yeah. So the Phoenicians would do that. So the Phoenicians actually, after the flood, after the Ice Age, it was the first people coming from Africa with boats, and they went through every river, yeah. And that's why we have so many rivers. Let's say they are now cut, yeah, because the rivers here, there's many rivers in whole Europe actually, but in the Iberian Peninsula there's so many rivers, and all these rivers, they're very big in the past, and they would be used as transport, yeah, like in the Congo, like there's so many rivers, and the people they go with the rivers, yeah. So the system, yeah, the Second World War, they make the dams everywhere, they're damming the water, and then they make a highway, yeah. So nowadays, yeah, no one is going with a boat nowhere here in the interior, yeah, of the peninsula. In France there is still some channels, and you go with a boat and you can, you know, but here not. Here is everything vandalized again, and we're gonna show you lifetime what it's really all about, because they are fooling the whole nation, yeah. We know that they only need the, you know, they want to monopolize and then they cut the river, they cut the fountain, they close, they buy a land. They buy a land, and they say the fountain is now ours. And if you want the water from the fountain, we're gonna sell to you in the supermarket. That's what they do. And you still believe that it's not by design? Come on, it is everything here. Europe is, they want to, it's again built by the fascists, yeah? It's built by the fascists. It is built by the Nazis. It is built by criminal organizations. That's what we already showed you. Because what they people doing in the European Union, it's the opposite, what they should do. They do crime against their own people. Yeah. So again, why is that so? Because they could never accept that the Iberian Peninsula, you know, it is Tarsis, which is Al-Andalus, which is very important. Yeah. They brought the Renaissance to Europe. What we know as the Renaissance, yeah. Later on they associate this with France and this, but how come that this information, this revolution of consciousness came to France? Yeah, it came through Al-Andalus. It came through the Iberian Peninsula, and because this is African civilization. So, and Africa is now on the rise, yeah? So Africa should actually watch what is going on in the Iberian Peninsula, because this will be in the future it will be administrated by African administration, yeah, because the European Union, I don't give the European Union so much time, you know, because you see now they have already lost the war, so where is the resources coming from? This is a real serious question. So what the European Union is doing now, it is just keep the people in a hamster wheel, yeah, because then you're working, you get the euro, and you just go in the supermarket and buying products from China, or you're buying your own water instead of going to the fountain and take the water. And they're fooling you with saying that they're producing electricity and they're doing infrastructures for you and all this stuff. Yeah, so we have better solutions for that once again. So thank you very much. Daniel here, One Love Caravan. Peace out.